The story begins with Leila Carter, a 32-year-old English teacher who once dreamed of a quiet, beautiful life. But her marriage had turned into a nightmare. Her husband would hit her, humiliate her, and tear her apart piece by piece, until one day Leila finally walked away. She signed the divorce papers, left her old city behind, and moved to a quiet little town hoping to find peace and purpose again. Here, she joined a local high school as an English teacher. It was her first day. The principal introduced her to the staff and then to the history teacher Andrew, a friendly man with a charming smile who welcomed her warmly. That same afternoon, we meet Jason Miller, a 19-year-old student from a struggling middle-class family. His father worked double shifts, his mother tried to hold the family together, and his little sister dreamed of going to a better school. But life had other plans. Jason's elder brother had been caught selling drugs and sent to prison. Since then, the family's reputation had been shattered. Jason was determined not to end up like his brother, but fate wasn't kind. With bills piling up and his sister's tuition unpaid, Jason had secretly started dealing small amounts of drugs just to survive. He didn't want to, but hunger and responsibility leave little choice for a boy who dreams of saving his family. At school, Jason sat at the last bench, quiet, withdrawn, and uninterested. He often skipped classes, spent nights on the streets with the wrong people, and carried a sadness behind his smile that few could see. When Leila saw him for the first time, tired eyes, bruised knuckles, restless soul, something inside her stirred. Not sympathy, but connection. She had seen that pain before, in the mirror. During lunch break, Andrew stopped by Leila's classroom and said, "You've got a special way of teaching. The kids actually listen." Leila smiled politely, but her heart still carried the weight of her past. That night, Leila called her mother. Her voice trembled as she said, "I'm trying, Mom. But sometimes it feels like I'm still lost." Her mother replied softly, "You'll find your light again, sweetheart. Just keep walking." The next day, when school ended, Jason approached Leila's desk. "Ma'am, I need help with an essay." Leila smiled. "What's the topic?" "Write about yourself," Jason replied, hesitating. Then, lowering his eyes, he whispered, "But I don't know what to write. I don't really like who I am." Leila leaned forward. "Then let's start with something you do feel. You can trust me, Jason. Whatever you say stays between us." But Jason didn't answer. He just nodded and walked away. The next morning, Leila found out through school records that Jason had been expelled from 2 schools before. Yet, she didn't give up on him. She began giving him extra attention, determined to change his path. Days later, during poetry class, Jason stood up to read his poem. His voice was shaky, but his words were pure, raw, and full of pain, about a boy who hides behind silence because the world never cared to listen. When he finished, the entire class was silent. Leila clapped first, eyes glistening. "That was beautiful, Jason," she said softly. "You have something rare, a voice worth hearing." For the first time in years, Jason smiled, genuinely smiled. That night, Andrew invited Leila out. "Let's get some air, maybe a drink?" She agreed. At the bar, laughter returned to her for the first time in months. Coincidentally, Jason was there too, sitting in a corner with his friends. He saw Leila laughing, dancing radiant under the soft lights. Something strange happened in his heart. For the first time, he didn't see her as a teacher, but as a woman. The next day, Leila caught Jason skipping class. She called him aside and said gently, "You're better than this. I'm going to help you 30 extra minutes after school every day." Jason agreed. And slowly, those 30 minutes became the part of the day he looked forward to the most. As the days passed, Jason began falling for her, her calm voice, her kindness, her lonely eyes. He didn't mean to, but love doesn't always ask for permission. One rainy night, there was a knock at Leila's door. It was Jason, bleeding, beaten. "I got into a fight," he muttered. Leila helped him clean his wounds, her hands trembling. When she offered to drive him home, Jason refused, until the rain grew heavier. In the car, under the flickering streetlights, Jason whispered, "I saw you at the bar that night. You looked happy. I wish I could make you smile like that again." Leila's heart skipped a beat. But she forced a smile and said, "Jason, we shouldn't talk like that. I'm your teacher." Still, the silence that followed wasn't cold. It was heavy, full of something unspoken. Soon, their friendship crossed the line neither of them planned to cross. A night of vulnerability, a kiss that felt wrong but real, and suddenly, they were trapped in something deeper than they could control. Leila begged him, "No one must know about this, Jason. Please," he promised. But love leaves traces. Jason's mother discovered photos of them on his phone. During the next parent-teacher meeting, she confronted Leila, her voice trembling with fury. "I trusted this school to save my son, not destroy him. Stay away from him or I'll ruin you." Leila froze. The history teacher, who had long envied her, overheard everything, and suspicion began to spread. Days later, Andrew cornered Leila one night after school. He'd learned her secret and used it against her. When she refused his advances, he forced himself on her. Devastated, Leila broke down. Jason found her crying and learned the truth. He wanted to go to the police, but Leila stopped him. Andrew said, "If I report him, he'll tell the school everything about us." Jason's rage exploded the next day. He attacked Andrew in the hallway. Police were called and Jason was arrested. Leila couldn't stop crying outside the station. Jason's mother came and told her coldly, "If you love my son, let him go. Walk away." The next night, Leila confronted Andrew. "I have the security footage," she said. "Every second of what you did to me. Drop the charges against Jason or I'll destroy you." Terrified, Andrew agreed. When Jason was released, he ran straight to Leila's house. But she was packing her bags. Tears filled her eyes as she said, "Jason, we can't do this anymore. We broke too many rules. You're young. You have a future. Don't ruin it for me." Jason's voice cracked. "I don't care about the world. I love you." Leila touched his face one last time. "And that's exactly why you have to let me go." She walked away, leaving behind the only person who had truly seen her heart. Jason fell to his knees, crying. The next morning she was gone. Her apartment empty. Her phone disconnected. Only a note remained on Jason's desk at school. "You were the only beautiful chapter in my broken story." And that's how the forbidden chapter ended, not with hate, but with heartbreak. If you were in Jason's place, would you have run away with Leila or let her go? Tell us in the comments below. Your answer might say more about you than you think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more emotional, suspenseful stories like this one. Till then, take care and keep feeling.